Hello folks, and happy holidays to you. You know, the weather outside's getting nasty, and those warm days of flying helis and planes are gone for us up here in Iowa. But there was a ray of sunshine that came from UPS today when one of the humblest people I know, that's Bob from WildBobsRC, sent me an RC car. And you know, this is just not any RC car. This one is a four-wheel drive and nitro powered. I never messed with RC cars much, so for me this is a real treat. So those of you folks thinking about maybe getting one of these, I'm going to show you so you can see some close-up stills here to study, and the first run. I need to break it in a little bit rich at first, so this first run is my break-in moment. So far I can see the parts and machine work are very nicely done. This is a 1/10 scale RC car called a FORZA. Its new and improved FORZA has an 18 engine in it, new porting, and a new crankshaft. So we're going to see just how well it runs on this 2.5mm chassis. It looks like the front and rear differential design is pretty cool too, because with only a few screws removed, I'm going to have easy access to maintenance in case I need it. You know, Bob also sent the RC car starter kit, which is optional, for about $11.50. That's a heck of a deal, and really good for me. Thanks, Bob. You know, I also recommend foaming the receiver, which uses 4 AAA batteries, and I also use whiteout to mark my switches, that way I can see them better. Well, I have 5, 10, and 15% nitro for my planes and helis, but I didn't have any 20%, and that's what Bob recommended I get. Well, the closest I could get was 25%, and that should work just fine with the Caster synthetic moil mix at 20%. Let's take a look inside and see what we've got here. First of all, it came with a really neat kit. Look at this. I can use this for my airplanes. A nice glow starter and a charger for it. Nice, really nice chrome wrenches, 4 ways. Boy, that's beautiful. Look at that. Fuel filter, can, screwdriver. I'm using this one. Everything came with it. And boy, just look at the suspension. I like that. The last RC car I had, I'm going to show you right now. There it is, RC10, the old staple. This is electric though. And then, of course, the sand skipper. Oh man, look at this. This is 4-wheel drive. Can't wait. So you put the gas in, flip that up, fill it up. Bob suggested that I prime the line like we do in model airplanes, so I've removed the pressure line and put a line I'm going to blow on it to fill this line with fuel, so I won't have to pump and pump and pump. And that's it. I just unplug this, plug that on. Okay, should start. Let's try it. Okay, you always want to turn your transmitter on first and your receiver on last, and vice versa. Otherwise you can lock up and burn up a servo. So make sure everything's working here. Everything looks good. Now if this starts in here, I'm not going to fumigate myself. We'll take it outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little fuel down in here with my primer bottle that I made for my model airplanes, down into the cylinder. I also primed the carb with a drop of fuel after removing the rubber air filter. And that just pops on the top like that, okay? Remember, when this gets wet with fuel, or if it gets wet with fuel, just like a helicopter, that will richen up your mixture. So let's go ahead and see if it'll start in here right now, and then if it does, we'll take it outside and run it a little bit because we need to break in the engine. Okay, let's give it a shot here. I had to richen up the low end needle valve,
and also tiny up Rich up there for our altitude, okay? You might want to consider cutting this out because you see the servo arm is hitting that. I'm going to cut that little spot. I've cut out the notch there. I know I can peel this plastic off and make this even shinier, but as long as it's rolling upside down, I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, here we go. I completely knocked that brick out.
The throttle trim is all the way down already, so I have to adjust the throttle barrel stop screw out of turn. Then turning down the trim on the transmitter will kill the engine. Right now I'm just pinching the fuel line.
Gonna pinch the line. There. Whoa, that's serious stuff. Well, post-inspection, everything looks good. Nothing came loose. We're all in good shape. I didn't use much fuel. I'll run it rich for a while, and then we'll get it out on the ice and snow later on. Thank you, Bobby. That's a great Christmas present. I can't wait to get this out on the ice.
And may the FORZA be with you.